Okay, let's talk about the appropriate way, the correct way to rehab it to fix a tendinopathy. So first off, you probably do not have an actual what they call tendinitis or rotator cuff tendinitis. That would imply that you have an active or tissue that is actively inflamed and irritated. More than likely, when your arm is down, you're not doing much, there's no pain. You turn it on by doing certain motions or arcs of range, right? So nothing, nothing, nothing. Yep, there it is, pain. And then I'm through it and it's a little bit better up here and on the way down. And then when you increase the weight, it's even more because you're activating, you're calling on that muscle to do more. So when I lift that up with some increased weight, ooh, now it's more pain, it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. When I'm up here, not too bad. On the way down, there's that painful arc, there it is, and then it's fine again. The pain goes away once I'm through that. So that's not a tendinitis. An itis implies that you have an active inflammatory state where it would be like, sore all the time. Most of you have a tendinopathy where something happened. Now, if you follow the other part of the channel, normally we make sure that you at least screen through the upper cervical the upper thoracic and lower cervical spine, because that often, 40–50% of the time, with like shoulder or arm pain out here, will often be the reason you have that pain and loss of motion is because of a neck issue. Now let's just say for the purpose of this video, you've screened that out and you're sure that now it is just a tendon issue, a tendinopathy in one of those rotator cuff tendons, okay? The best way to remodel that is you have to use it. You can't stretch it out. You can't do little things down here and little crap like with little bands. You've got to take the weight itself and you have to go into that critical zone. So where that painful arc is, and you have to work it, work it, work it. So for me, let's just say this is my right arm. I come up, it's right in here about 90 degrees, anywhere from like say 75, 80 to like 120. So I'm just going to work right in that area. Ouch, 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 ouch. That hurts every time I do it. That hurts, right? 4 or 5, pain. I come up, it hurts. And then when I stop, I let it relax. No, it's gone. No worse, okay? Then you got to try a different angle. So then out here, I'm going to try a little bit different angle. Ooh, that's even more pain. That's even harder. Or maybe right here. You got to find the angle and the range that turns that thing on, and you got to work it 12, 15 times and then rest, okay? Let it calm down, and it's got to calm down quickly. So work through that critical zone and remodel that tendon. Now what will happen is when you go back through that motion, now it's not as painful through that critical zone because you're using the actual load to get that tendon to remodel appropriately, get those fibers to scar down and get stronger and slide and move as you contract and relax them, contract and relax. You've got to work them and your body will lay down that tissue a little bit more appropriately. So go ahead and take a weight that you can tolerate, maybe pain to about 5 or 6, not 7, 8, 9 pain, but 5, 6 pain, where when you're in it, it hurts, ouch, 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 ouch. There it is, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. But then I come back down, no, it's gone and it calms down quickly. And then afterwards, you still have full motion. So again, to recap, most of you will do not have a tendinitis. It's a tendinopathy. It's a remodeling or a dysfunction of an old injury when it happened months ago. And now you're left with this painful arc when you move things. You've got full motion. You can move. It just hurts to move in certain areas. And if you're down low down here, it doesn't really bother you. It's only with certain reaching in certain spots. That's indicative of a very specific tendinopathy where you have to attack those little angles and ranges and get that spot to change and move, okay? But again, first off, if you haven't watched any of the previous videos, you have to check the upper thoracic or lower cervical spine first. Any loss of rotation or extension, or if you bring your head back and it turns that pain on, if you can sit in a position, your head is down, your head is turned, your head is back, and it reproduces that shoulder or arm pain, it's not a shoulder thing, it's a neck thing. You got to start there first. But if you have worked through that, we're certain that it's not, and all you're left with is a little bit of like an arc or a painful area with certain motions, then look to a tendinopathy and work right into that and remodel that. Thanks a lot.